If you're considering scheduling a discovery call, it's probably because you already know something's not working the way it should. You may not be able to name it precisely yet, but you feel the friction. Decisions are taking longer than they used to. The same issues keep resurfacing even after you address them. Growth is happening, but it feels heavier and more complicated than it should. The call is designed for business owners who are ready to stop carrying that weight alone and want clarity on what to fix first. The purpose of the discovery call is not a sales pitch, it's a working conversation. Our goal is to understand what you're building, what's getting in the way, and what outcome you want in the next 90 days. We're listening for patterns, pressure points, and misalignment. You should leave the call with a clearer understanding of what's actually causing the strain in your business, even if we don't end up working together. During the call, we'll ask questions that help us understand the full picture of how your business operates today. That includes your current team size, how roles are defined, where decisions tend to bottleneck, and how work flows from day to day. We'll ask about revenue at a high level, not to judge performance, but to understand scale, complexity, and operating demands. We'll also ask what feels most urgent right now and what you've already tied in order to address it. You do not need to prepare a polished presentation or have everything figured out before the call. Messy information is fine. Incomplete systems are normal. What matters is honesty. The more clearly you can describe what feels heavy, stuck, or frustrating, the more useful the conversation will be. This is not an interview, it's not a test. It's a diagnostic conversation designed to bring clarity and not pressure. The call is also a fit check. Fractional leadership is not the right solution for every business at every stage. Part of our responsibility is to tell you if it's too early, too late, or simply not the right approach for what you need right now. If that's the case, we'll say no directly and explain why. We'll also point you toward a better next step if one exists. We don't believe in forcing engagement that will not create real value or long-term progress. If we determine that fractional leadership is a good fit, we'll talk through what that could look like in practical terms. That includes which leadership lane makes the most sense to start with, what scope would be most effective, and what success would look like over the first phase. We'll discuss priorities, sequencing, expectations, all so you're not left guessing. The goal is clarity, not complexity, and alignment, not overwhelm. You should expect the conversation to feel grounded and practical. We'll talk about real constraints, real people, and real outcomes. This is not a high pressure call, and it's not a generic overview. It's specific to your business and your current season. Many owners say that even the call itself creates relief because someone's finally helping them to see the situation more clearly and name what's been difficult to articulate. To make the most of the call, it helps to have a few basics in mind. Know roughly how many people are on your team and what roles they're in today. Be able to describe the top one or two problems you most want solved this quarter. If you have an org chart, even a rough or outdated one, that can be helpful. If you have a sense of your monthly revenue, cash flow, or financial constraints, that context helps guide the conversation. Precision's not required, direction is enough. After the call, there are only a few possible outcomes. If we're a strong fit, you'll receive a clear recommendation and a proposal outlining scope, timing, and next steps. If we're not a fit, you'll receive an honest explanation and guidance on what to do instead. If the timing's not quite right, we may recommend waiting or addressing a different issue first. In every case, you'll leave the call with clarity about what comes next. If we move forward together, the work typically begins with a short discovery and alignment phase. This allows us to confirm priorities, understand existing systems, and align expectations before implementation begins. From there, we transition into a working rhythm with defined deliverables, regular touch points, and clear accountability. You'll know who on our team is leading which areas, what they're responsible for, and how progress will be measured. The discovery call is also a chance for you to assess us. You should pay attention to whether the questions feel thoughtful, whether the conversation feels grounded in the reality of running a business, and whether the approach aligns with how you want to lead. Fractional leadership is a partnership. Trust, clarity, and alignment matter for the work to be effective. And if you're browsing and thinking about scheduling a call but telling yourself you should wait until things calm down, that's worth paying attention to. In many cases, the feeling of needing to wait is a signal that business has outgrown its current structure. Waiting often means carrying the pressure longer than necessary. The best time to install systems is before the next surge, not after the next fire. This call is not about fixing everything at once. It's about identifying the right starting point. Progress in growing businesses rarely comes from doing more. It comes from doing the right things in the right order with the right level of support. The discovery call helps determine what that order should be. If you're ready for clarity, schedule the discovery call. If fractional leadership is the right solution, we will help you to find the path forward. If it's not, we'll help you see what is. Either way, the goal is the same: reduce unnecessary pressure, create structure that supports growth, and allow you to lead your business without carrying every decision alone.